angry at Amazon. I'm angry at Jeff Bezos. I'm angry at billionaires going up in space instead of making good shows. Like there's a lot of things I'm angry about. But I've also totally been trying. What's the phase where you're negotiating or you're bargaining? That's the word. So there's been a lot of bargaining. And I think that's what this Save Watt campaign is for a lot of us fans. We know it's a long shot. We know it's not a huge high chance that the show will get picked up by another network or whatever. But, rebellions are built on hope, to quote another show that I've been watching recently. Like, we are hopeful and we're going to keep fighting until the very end because this is just such an important series to us. And the story deserves to get to the end. So that's what the Save Watt campaign is all about, is bargaining, really. We're just hoping that someone will pick this up and recognize the Wheel of Time for what it is so that we can continue to get this great story. And I they say it's money reasons. That's one of the big reasons they say that it was canceled. My personal opinion is if they could get to the end, it will pay for itself. The problem with so many of these shows is, especially if you're going to take on a massive series like The Wheel of Time, you have to be willing to get to the end. Otherwise, what are you doing? Like it's an investment, and it's frustrating for me that if these things aren't a smash hit out of the gate, that they just can them and move on. If it's not Stranger Things or Wednesday or one of these like smash hits, Game of Thrones, they're just not willing to take any risks. And the irony to me is if they'd get to the end, that investment would pay for itself. It could become something like the Lord of the Rings trilogy, where 20, 25 years later, we're still going back and watching those movies again and again because they're so great, and it's built an entire empire where now Lord of the Rings has merchandise everywhere and like, worth billions and billions of dollars. TV shows tend to have bad first seasons. And that's one of the things that people kind of cite Wheel of Time for, kind of why it didn't do so well.